wish you had known as you were just entering the NBA?
It's one thing that you could not have learned, and that's pacing. How to pace yourself during the game. As a rookie, you're playing, coming from college, and the game is so slow in college. And when you come to the NBA, you figure, wait a minute, this 24-second shot clock, that's not much. But you realize after about 4 times up and down the court, wait a minute, how do I figure this out? How do I switch gears? How do I lock in and play defense and then run my butt off to the other end as fast as I can to get an easy layup? And a lot of those things is not about being in shape, but the mentality and understanding how to take advantage of the next play.
Yeah, I like that. So the opening lineup for the Heat, Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Nunn in at the 1 spot. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. And here is James. We saw him with 29 points last game. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Here's Nunn. That 3 off the mark. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope passes to Green. Butler against LeBron. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
What's up?
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting. Just about 73%.
Thanks, mate.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, G.A. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Davis. Good on the 3-point shot.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Wasted no time on that one.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Now here's Green. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
To the left side wing. Here's Nunn. No good with the triple.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. He's guarded by Adebayo. Here's Davis. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. For Miami, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. That gives them the lead.
And this is the level of unselfishness that Butler brings. A total pro who moves the ball well.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and it's McGee with the jam.
Well, you see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way? Because they know he can go up and get it.
Here's Nunn. James covering. Here's Nunn. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Look at the Lakers. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference. And right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason.
And when I look at the Lakers, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
I think they can, Greg, but one thing's for sure, they're about to find out that regular season pressure is no match for the playoff pressure.
Now here's James. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Butler with the ball, picked up by Davis. Butler kicks to Robinson. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Nunn. He's guarded by Davis. 5 to shoot from 13. He doesn't hit that one. And the Lakers going the other way now. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played. Green against Robinson. Green kicks to LeBron. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Jones. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And they're pushing it up. Pass to Green. Robinson pulls it in.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
They get it back.
If you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time down.
And it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, fantastic vision. I mean, Bron always cognizant of everyone around him.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them. Let's now take a look at some league leaders with the rundown of the best passing big men in the NBA over the past month. Fourth, Bam Adebayo.
And these are some of the most complete players in our league. I mean, they're not just traditional score and rebound big men. They can beat you with their passing as well.
Yeah, Greg. And the way they move the ball is tremendous. I love seeing that kind of pass work being done out there, out of the post.
Here's Nunn. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
Love the aggressive attitude. I mean, no invitation needed for him to take it strong to the basket.
As well as he's carried himself over the years, I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron James. I mean, all he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you a target.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, and Greg, they've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and then that helps account for their lead.
Here's Nunn, covered by LeBron. Nunn passes to Adebayo. McGee with the block. Caldwell Pope with it. Butler covering. Caldwell Pope dishes to Green. The pass to James. Goes back up, and the layup good by McGee. McGee's got 6.
A specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high-activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
Timeout called, the Heat. Chris, you think about what LeBron's accomplished, not just on the court. You know, his activism, his business acumen.
Yeah, shut up and dribble. That's what people want him to do, Kevin, but he's not listening, and thank God for that. It's about his power. It threatens some people. For whatever reason, they love to knock you down a peg.
Dwight Howard's checked in for Los Angeles.
And now a look at LeBron James here. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. He's putting up 29 points a game, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
Now here's Dragic. 11-point game his last outing. Butler feeling it out a bit. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And that one is hammered home.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Yeah, true. But now it's about sustaining their energy and maintaining the focus.
Now here is Robinson. 23 points for him the last game against Charlotte.
And his impact wasn't just on offense. He played great D, blocked 2 shots. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot he didn't do in that game.
Shots good by Butler. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, this is Butler's bread and butter. At times, he has this on automatic.
Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Davis. Got it from 16 feet. Davis has got 6 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Dragic finds Robinson. Outside Butler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Guys sometimes don't make it big when they first get on the scene. Late bloomers that have caught your eye right now in the league. Guys that have really picked up their game.
Well, how about D'Angelo Russell?
Good one,
Let's
yeah.
talk about getting traded, having to move at a young age. That really can be devastating for some players. So for him to have the skill set and the mental frame of mind to fight over that, I love it. And how about Julius Randle? I mean, I didn't see it coming. I knew he was a beast, but he's a beast.
You mean he's a beast?
Yeah, something like that.
And the Lakers with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Davis. Smith comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Waiters in for Green. Then for the Heat, Andre Iguodala is checked in for Butler. And Hero subbed in for Robinson. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And even though Dwight Howard won't be logging the 35-plus minutes he once did, he is still a factor when he's on the floor.
Oh, yeah, Kevin, you better pay attention to Dwight. He can still hurt you with any touch he gets around the basket. I like seeing him in short bursts where you can force the opposing team to adjust to him inside.
Here's Hero, following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. Adebayo with the ball. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Lakers leading by 12. Smith feeling it out a bit. Pass to James. Now Howard. He's guarded by Dragic. That's good from Howard on the assist by James. And the Lakers lead by 14.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Now here's Dragic. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Los Angeles is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Smith kicks to Howard. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Crowder against Kuzma. James in the post. Raiders for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Iguodala up top. James covering. And stolen by LeBron. And here we go. Fast break. Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
Oh, come on. Hall of Fame athleticism and ability. James has no problem throwing it down in style.
Here's Hero. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Clock at 6. The Heat need to get a shot off. Trying to get something going. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They've decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Here's Adebayo, and it's sent back by Howard. It's Kuzma top the key, and Kuzma slams it in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Now here's Iguodala. No points in the game yet for him, and that one good.
Oh, so explosive off of the pick and roll. Iguodala that time, taking it himself.
Now here's Waiters. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Dragic left side. He kicks to Iguodala. Here's the floater. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Smith the pass to LeBron. Crowder pulls it in. The Heat trail by 20. Now here's Iguodala. Outside Dragic.
Thanks, mate.
From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles, controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Jimmy Butler, a hard worker on the floor and off the court as well, possesses a unique individuality.
I worked extremely hard to get where I am today, so whenever you walk to my house, you see a really big, some may call it obnoxious, boombox aquarium, but I love music. I don't really watch too much TV. It's always music, so it's just another thing to remind me, continue to be who you are, just has fish inside of it.
A boombox aquarium, huh? Points for originality, Greg.
Butler, not shy, breaking from convention, beats to the rhythm of his own drum.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Miami, they've got Iguodala, Hero out there with Dragic. Then there's Myers Leonard, and it's Olynyk in at the 5, roaming the paint. Smith kicks to Caruso. Smith against Iguodala. And it's Miami with the rebound. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Dragic with a wide open look. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Oh, and with the fast eyes, Iguodala finding the open man.
Caruso, the pass to Howard. Passes it to Kuzma. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. He doesn't get the second one.
And many people are high on Kuzma, an all-around player with a promising future given his impressive skill set.
Stripped it away. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. And Smith with the stuff.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Now here's Iguodala. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Silva. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Iguodala against Waiters. Pass to Smith. 3-pointer. No good on that one. The Heat go the other way with it. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And there it is for him.
Gifted score around the rim. Olynyk can finish over either shoulder, and he's got great touch.
Here's Waiters, following the score by Miami. And the rejection by Leonard. Here's Iguodala. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Iguodala with the steal. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 22 is their biggest lead. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat and came out with a win.
And their last matchup was a nail-biter, but they hung on, and in part it was because of their rebounding.
And so here is Miami following the bucket by the Lakers. Here's Nunn, covered by Morris. 6 to shoot. From deep 3-point range, and Andre Iguodala with the 3. Iguodala's got 5 points so far. Los Angeles leading by 16. Smith the pass to Morris. Caruso looking for an opening. Smith finds Kuzma. The 10-footer. Rebound by Olynyk. The Heat have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Here's Nunn. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Wow, the balance and core strength of Iguodala built for the and-1. Well, last season, Andre Iguodala has seen a sharp improvement in his threes. He said he figured something out with his shot, and the results speak for themselves.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope comes in for Smith. And it's Green in for Dion Waiters. The Heat also with a sub. Butler's checked in.
Shooting 1.
And Iguodala, no good on that one. And with Iguodala and his threes, you just need him to hit at a decent rate, Chris, to be effective.
Yeah, well, he just has to keep a defense honest and hit them when he's left open. I mean, first and foremost, he's a playmaker and a terrific defender at that. The threes are just the icing on the cake for him.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Nunn passes to Silva. Iguodala against Green. Here's Butler. They grabbed their own miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
Greg, that's about as high percentage a look as you're going to get running the floor beautifully.
Here's Nunn following the bucket by the Lakers. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz.
And that matchup against the Hornets, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Outside Green for the three. Nope, not that time. Nothing for two from the field. The Heat trail by 18. Iguodala outside. Good ball movement here by Miami. Butler passes to Nunn. That shot missing. And the Lakers going the other way now. 22 is their biggest lead. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Foul. Elbow. 2.
The Lakers have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Chris, more and more we're seeing star players give their sneakers to fans at the end of games. Did you ever do that?
Oh, yeah, man. Especially when I was with Dada, I would give a pair of shoes away after every game.
Oh,
and
great.
Really love doing it on the road. At home is really cool, but on the road is great because that's where you know that fan braved all those other fans and the elements to wear your jersey and to be the only one there. So you look for that kid. I used to look for the kid with the number 4 Weber jersey and be like, hey, kid, I know what you went through to wear that tonight. You make sure you go home with these bragging rights. Tell them these are fresh from the game when we beat your team, baby.
Yeah, that's a neat way to connect.
Yeah.
Now, here is Robinson. Outside Butler. Over Caldwell Pope. Butler, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Caldwell Pope kicks to LeBron. Fires for 3. And the Lakers with another miss. The Heat trail by 20. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Butler gets it to go.
Such a rugged player. Look, if you forget where Butler is, he's going to hit the boards hard.
LeBron outside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And reportedly, LeBron James spends over $1 million a year just on training and maintaining his body.
Well, money well spent. I mean, for his age, the most minutes played in NBA history, he's doing everything possible to extend his prime.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Morris. Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Heat.
One shot.
and they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
The Heat trail by 21. Here's Nunn. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's James. Miami grabs the miss.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Sinks the three-pointer. Butler's got 10 points.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Here's James. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Oh, that's just amazing control from James right there. A superb ball handler for a guy his size.
Here's Nunn. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And Adebayo throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pinpoint passes.
And the Heat call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. 5th in blocks, 10th in scoring. And he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And here's McGee. 6 points for him. To the inside, Green comes up empty down low. The Heat trail by 20. Here's Dragic, and there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. And they double up James. Davis gets a wide open look. No good on the triple.
Well, he hit that 1 3-pointer in the first quarter. Still none so far here in the second.
Robinson drives in. Here's Jones. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. No one near James as he lets it go. He drains the quick shot. James has got 7 now in this quarter. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for Miami. Kicks to Jones. Green against Robinson. Outside Butler. Over Caldwell Pope. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. And the Lakers making a change here. Howard's checked in. And then for Miami, Jay Crowder's checked in for Jones. And Hero subbed in for Robinson. Lakers leading by 22. Inside, here's James. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Lakers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And James no good on that one. Chris, are there specific types of plays where you feel the whistle gets blown maybe a little too often and a little too early?
Well, sometimes for a guard, when he's defending a guard and the pick and roll comes and he fights through that pick, and as a guard, offensive player, I can stop and let you bump into me and shoot the ball. I think the refs they just have to be smart with it. Sometimes it's a foul, but every time it's not, just because of the situation or the flop. And also, you just don't want players to be bailed out when the defender is in a good position. But that's what makes the game so great, is the fact that as an offensive player, you got to try to manipulate and find out where you can sneak yourself in the gray areas of a rules. And as a defensive player, how can you use your skill, your will, and then your IQ not to get caught with your hand in the cookie jar?
Here's Hero following the basket by LeBron James. Hero no good.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Butler against Caldwell Pope. Green with the rebound.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Howard dishes to LeBron. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, you got to be careful around James. Always looking to get to the line whenever he can.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, James.
The agility, the instincts, the power. I mean, James remains a dominant figure on both ends of the floor.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Outside Crowder. There's Dragic with the 3. Drains the three-pointer. Dragic has got 9 points in the quarter. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Lakers on top, opening up a huge gap. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 20 points, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. The first 2 quarters tonight looked a lot like what we saw from him in his last game. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
They looked like they were playing an easy game of pitch and catch out there. The playmakers and finishers were in sync on every level. The assist disparity, now that was big. Now that's the reason why it's a blowout right now, and they played well.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster, Ernie. Without major improvements defensively, this game is over.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's McGee in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Laker 5. Now, here is Robinson, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Here's Nunn. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Caldwell-Pope against Butler. Floats one up, and it's good on the way-in.
Oh, a little bit of a soft touch from the grizzled veteran right there. Butler showing another dimension of his game.
And there's the pass to Davis. Back to James. Pass to McGee. The shot, no good. Excellent D that time from Jones. The Heat shooting a meager 37% for the game. Right wing. Here's Nunn, covered by LeBron. Back to Robinson. Three-pointer, bangs home the trifecta. Robinson's got 5 now.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Caldwell-Pope outside. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And he's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's LeBron. The offensive rebound. And Caldwell-Pope gets the basket. 6 points for him.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Nunn passes to Robinson. From deep. And the Heat, another 3.
Rock solid start for them. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Outside, Green. And now let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard as we've gotten into the second half of the season. These teams have become better and better, scoring points off turnovers. In third, the Lakers.
Their defense has taken on a new life since the break. I mean, they're getting into teams, forcing turnovers, and they look like a different group.
Relax on the first.
Free throw good, LeBron. Second free throw, no good. The Heat trail by 19. Here's Nunn. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Adebayo. McGee with the block. Here's Green. Some solid defense from Butler.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
And the foul called on Danny Green. That's foul number 2 for him. Adebayo against McGee. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Nunn. Softly drops in the floater.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Outside, Green. Passes to Davis. McGee with it. He's got 6. LeBron passes to Davis. And that one drops for him. Davis has got 14.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Butler. Rebound by JaVale McGee. McGee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Loads it up for Davis.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
The Heat trail by 21. Here's Nunn. Outside Butler. Over Caldwell Pope. Shots good from Butler. 14 points for him.
It's been a huge night for Butler. I mean, here's a guy who can shoulder the load offensively any night.
Timeout.
I mean, an obsessive personality type Jimmy Butler. Back in Marquette, he'd stop a fast break drill when he caught a pass with one hand instead of two and say, do it over. That perfectionism still drives him today.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And Jimmy Butler, a creature of habit, isn't he, Chris?
Oh, yeah, Kevin. He eats the same meals for breakfast and lunch. He watches the same movies over and over, the same thing every day. It's brought him to this point, right? So why stop now?
And the Lakers with some changes. Morris is checked in for JaVale McGee. Smith comes in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Alex Caruso in for Danny Green. Here's Caruso. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. He's looking for LeBron and finds it. Can't hit from in close. The Heat trail by 19. Here's Iguodala. The teardrop falls in. Iguodala's got 9.
Oh, man, the long arms of Iguodala, such an asset, converting around the painted area.
Here's Caruso. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Nunn. Back to Butler. Lets it go from 14. The shot missing. And the Lakers going the other way now. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That will complete this 4-game homestand. And good that time. Morris has got his first basket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Nunn. James covering. Iguodala kicks to Butler. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Davis with the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Nunn. Now Butler. It's stolen by Smith. Down low, here's Morris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Morris isn't afraid of getting whacked. In fact, he's going up to shoot.
The Lakers have gone 7 of 11 from the line. That free throw, no good.
You know, I like Morris. He's a valuable contributor on both ends of the floor. Now, he's a sniper from deep, and he can definitely lock you up on D as well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Davis, and it's Waiters in for LeBron. And And the second free throw, good. For Miami, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Now here's Dragic. He's got 9, and the basket is good.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Waiters outside. Great D that time from Leonard.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Now, here's Olynyk. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Poked away, and again, the turnover by the Heat.
And here's a look at the stats for Olynyk. How last month turned out for him. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Caruso. Waiters outside. The 3. But they'll get another chance. And Kuzma slams it in.
Great hustle on the part of Kuzma, outworking everyone else on the glass and getting a nice reward for him.
Here's Hero. He's guarded by Waiters. Banked in off the glass.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now here is Smith, and it's Dragic with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And so it's the Lakers with it. Waiters outside from deep. Cans it from downtown. Waiters got 7.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
The pass to Dragic. Right side Leonard. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. In third, the Lakers.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
And here is Waiters. He's got 7. Dragic with some nice D. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity. Passes it to Silva. Trying to get open is Crowder. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Pass to Caruso. Back to Waiters. On the money from 12 feet away. 9 points in the game so far. Miami's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Pass to Silva. Leonard looking around. From 13, they get it again. Great D that time from Howard. And Caruso's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Kuzma lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Dragic. 11 points in the game. Rebounded by the Lakers. Howard's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Waiters outside. There's a minute 47 left in the third. Here's Howard, and the rejection by Leonard. And he's able to get it back. Kuzma can't get it to go. Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Count it. And that's 13 points for Goran Dragic.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Now here's Waiters. 9 points in the game so far. Robinson's checked in for the Heat. And the Lakers with possession here. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Chance now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Butler.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Now here's Leonard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Howard in the post. He's covered by Leonard. No good from Howard. Crowder goes in, and Crowder slams it in.
Taking the initiative, Crowder going in strong.
Lakers leading by 19 points. Smith outside. Buries it from three-point range. Smith's got 5 points so far.
I don't know why they're giving him that shot. I mean, he can get it going from three-point range if you don't be careful.
Dragic dishes to Robinson. 19 seconds left to play here in the third. Back to Dragic. 5 on the clock. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Kuzma passes to Howard. Another shot. Missed. And so it's Los Angeles, holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. Jay Crowder out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Robinson. And it's Hero in at the 3, the small forward. Dragic gets the bucket.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Lakers leading by 20. The pass to Kuzma. And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord, Adam Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more accessible.
Yeah, and as a guy, Kevin, that played on the West Coast, I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I could watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. It's so many better in different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, that's your phone, your pads, and everything else. So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have to some type of mobile device, I just love it. I love it.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, and at Utah, Kyle Kuzma restricted to more of a traditional power forward role. Now, the wide-open NBA style has unleashed his game.
And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. Jones checked in for the Heat. Butler comes in for Hero. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And Chris, really, a combo forward game for Kuzma. He's comfortable playing small forward as well.
Well, defensively, I think he's better on the wing. I mean, think about this. In high school, he was only 5'9" as a freshman. Man, did he grow. He has experience on the perimeter.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And they double up LeBron. Passes it to Caldwell Pope. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
Green against Robinson. Outside Butler. See, Webb, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
Offensive rebound. Howard, that's good.
And you need an army to keep Howard away from the basket. He's so superb at snatching up offensive rebounds.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Caldwell Pope. The second effort. And that one is off. Dragic with some nice D. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. And it's Anthony Davis in for Kyle Kuzma. The Heat also with a sub. Nunn's checked in. Adebayo finds Butler. Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Butler. Nails it from the high post.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
To the middle. And it's McGee with the jam.
And that's about maximum range for an alley-oop, guys. It's got to be.
That's just crazy. Absolutely nuts. Pass to Nunn. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Robinson pulls it in.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. Morris is checked in for the Lakers. Quinn Cook comes in for Green. The Heat also changing it up. Olynyk, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Hill comes in for Butler. And it's Iguodala in for Robinson. And so here is Miami. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Cook dishes to James. Feeds it to Morris. Good, and the assist goes to James.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Tipped away. Hill against LeBron. Clock at 6. Hill passes to Olynyk. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Wow, you can't leave him open. Olynyk will knock it down every time.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Morris passes to LeBron, and James throws it down.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. He's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Timeout called the Heat. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game that I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all three of these leagues I'm in on.
And here are the Heat now. There's the pass to Nunn. Back to Iguodala. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
And James throws it down.
When you give James a lane to the basket, he's going to dunk it hard. Amazing watching him just glide through the air.
Nunn passes to Hill. He dishes it to Iguodala. And now LeBron pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And James throws it down hard.
Oh, and the long arms of Caldwell Pope are so dangerous on defense. He is so good at making his man feel uncomfortable, which in turn earns him a ton of steals.
Now here is Hill. We see the shift toward players on competing teams becoming friends. How does that compare to when you played, Chris?
It's a little bit different. The players that I admired the most, I wouldn't be friendly with on purpose. We were in the same position. A guy like KG, one of my favorite players ever. We're close now. But during when we played, it was either me or him.
Really?
It was both of us. I didn't want to hang around with him when I'm trying to beat him in the summer. But, you got guys like the Banana Boat crew and LeBron and Wade. They're good friends anyway. Melo and Bron came in 1 and 2, and they had that relationship. So I think relationships are always great. Really, it's just about can you turn the friendship off when you cross the line? I know that Banana Boat crew can, and I know others can as well. And that's all you want. As much as you're friends off the court, I want you to dislike each other on the court through your friendship, just like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So I don't think it's a problem.
One shot.
And that one misses. Miami's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Here's Nunn. Shot clock at 6. To the right side. Olynyk has the open look. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And the dunk by James.
Oh, powerful presence on the court. It's hard to match James' strength inside.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. As it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league could find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Jared Dudley's checked in for JaVale McGee. Smith comes in for LeBron. And it's Alex Caruso in for Caldwell Pope. Here's Nunn. Jacks up a three. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Cook kicks to Caruso. And the 3 off target. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Here's Nunn. It's back to Hill. To halt the run, buries the long-range jumper. Hill's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Here is Cook. Knocked loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Passes it to Iguodala. Pass to Nunn. Shot clock at 5. That's tipped.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Here is Cook. Pass to Caruso. Excellent D here by Iguodala.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Here's Nunn. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala.
Now there you go, his first 3-pointer of the night. That should calm him down, maybe even get him going a little bit.
Morris outside. More star players changing teams. The word tampering comes up, Chris. Is the league striking the right balance on enforcement?
Oh, yes. And, you know, Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want it to be a police state, but he knows a wink from a wink.
Right,
you know what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But, again, how do you stop it? I mean, you know, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, you know, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You know, you got to let me say that. And, you know, if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working through with integrity.
So it's Miami now. After J.R. Smith getting his 3 to go, Nunn passes to Hill. Iguodala against Morris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
Oh, such smooth footwork. The understanding of the game. Iguodala drawing the foul in close.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Iguodala.
Well, all good things must come to an end. Iguodala was shipped out from the Warriors last year to clear room for D'Angelo Russell. Traded to the Grizzlies to make room for the Warriors in the Russell deal. Ultimately, I think we'll have a great legacy for his time with Golden State.
Dion Waiters checked in for the Lakers. And Iguodala drops them both. See, Webb, if we lower the draft age back to 18, the league will take a larger role developing high school players. Your thoughts?
Well, I think I think it could be a safety net. You know, so many kids are vulnerable at this time, and they don't have a system, and that's why everything's kind of been messed up for players trying to figure out what is the correct system. How do I really get immersed? I want to be in the NBA. What is the right way? And I think the younger you are, the more direction that you have, it can only turn out to be a safer process, I would hope.
And getting better pro-level training, too, coaching.
Yeah, pro-level training, pro-level knowledge, pro-level relationships. I think it's a great thing by the league.
Now Hill, after Dion Waiters' three-pointer that didn't go. Waiters against Dragic. And the layup's good off the glass. Dragic has got 4 points this quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equaled to 2 wins.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
And the basket by Hill.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here is Cook. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, it looked like you guys were having some fun out there. Is there a new dynamic coming up offensively?
No, we just don't care who scored the ball. You know, the ball movement was great. Everybody's rebounding and talking. So when we play like that, it's fun to watch, you know, and everybody out there having fun, smiling, a lot of emotions. That's all we ask. That's all Coach asked for, and we did that tonight.
Good win tonight, AD. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.